the activities that you do every day, the ones that become so routine that you barely pay attention to them. Getting dressed, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, getting in and starting your car. When you do these activities, do you notice your thoughts as you're doing them? Or does the activity seem to just pass by like a blur? There are so many times that we're caught up with thoughts of what we did earlier in the day or what we're about to do that we don't even notice what's going on in the present moment. During these more mundane activities especially, our thoughts tend to wander. And then all of a sudden we look up and we realize that we don't even remember half of the activity that we just did. Today I'm going to show you how to engage mindfulness while doing these types of mundane activities. I will be demonstrating using a script that I wrote specifically for this exercise. Now, there are a few different ways that you can participate in today's exercise. If you want, you can just watch the video and you can use it more of an instructional tutorial. Or if you want to choose an activity yourself and follow along while doing that activity, that's an option too. Or combine the two. Watch this video and then re-watch it while participating in the activity of your choice. For your convenience, I posted a link to download the written version of the script that I'm using today, and that's in the description box below, so you can go ahead and download it for future use. Once you complete your activity, I would love to hear about it. All of our experiences are going to be different because we're going to choose different activities, and the way that we go about those activities will be unique to us and our lives. So once you finish, come back here and leave a comment sharing what you did and how it went. And while you're here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. For the next few weeks, I'm going to be bringing you more unique and fun mindfulness exercises. This is all part of the Authentic Mindfulness series, where I show you that mindfulness might not be exactly what you think it is. It extends beyond meditation. It can be fun, engaging, energizing, and best of all, it can be easily woven into your everyday life. And that's exactly what we're doing here today. So sit back and watch this demonstration or choose an activity and follow along. The following script can be adapted for any activity that you do on a regular basis that you normally don't pay too much thought to. The script will help you become more conscious of your actions while also encouraging you to engage your 5 senses. What are the benefits of such an exercise? First, you will become more present and mindful in your daily life. This can result in an increase in productivity, morale, and feelings of well-being. Second, you will learn to appreciate the small, typically mundane aspects of your life. This increases feelings of gratitude and connection to your fellow man, as we are all bonded by our human behaviors and routines. You will break thought patterns that often surface when you only half engage with your daily life. Adding a new layer of mindfulness will be a welcome disruption to thoughts that repeat themselves over and over, sometimes to an unhealthy and exhaustive extent. By noticing these thought patterns and replacing them with constructive commentary, we begin to guide our minds to align with our bodies as they engage in the activity. And finally, incorporating mindfulness into an otherwise mundane routine can make it less boring, and that's always a plus. Remember that this script is just guidance. I encourage you to adapt it so that it works for you. So choose an activity, and we're going to begin to incorporate mindfulness, where you'll become both an objective observer and commentator of your actions, deepening your engagement with your surroundings and your alignment of mind and body. Before beginning your activity, take a moment in stillness. Notice where you are. Are you standing or sitting? How is your body feeling? Are you experiencing any thoughts that relate to the activity you're about to start? What about thoughts unrelated to the activity? Notice these thoughts without reaction or judgment, and let them float naturally into and back out of your mind. Take a few breaths in stillness, and then begin to think about your activity. Notice how the activity is made up of many small steps, actions, and movements. What is the very first step that you need to take in your activity? Choose this first step and begin there. Now we will begin our commentary. I am beginning to blank. I slow down to mindfully notice each step in the process of completing this. Here is my first step. As I engage in this first step, here is what I see. This is what I hear. This is what I smell. This is what I taste. This is what I feel. I notice which body parts are engaging and how the movements make my body feel. I notice thoughts entering my mind. I welcome them, but then let them go. I do not ruminate on the thoughts. I bring my attention back to my activity. For the next step, this is what I'm doing. As I do this, this is what I see. This is what I hear. This is what I smell. This is what I taste. This is what I feel. I notice which body parts are engaging in this step. This is how these movements feel inside my body. I am mindfully aware of myself in this moment, engaging in this small step. I remain present, focusing only on this small action. Repeat this script as many times as it takes for you to complete all the steps in your activity. If you're currently doing an activity, feel free to pause this video here, finish your activity, and resume the video when you're done. After you complete your activity, you can recite the following. I have just completed blank. This is what I observed. This is how I now feel after completing the activity. I am mindfully engaged and present in my daily routine. I am tuned into myself. And now we're going to move on to an example of how I adapted this script to fit a mundane activity. And the activity that I chose is brushing your teeth. So take a listen to how I adapted this script for this activity, and hopefully it will inspire you to use your own adaptations for activities in your routine. I am about to brush my teeth. First, I stand in front of my bathroom sink and mirror. As I stand, I see my reflection in the mirror. I hear the hum of the bathroom fan. I smell the dampness of the water. I taste the stagnancy inside my mouth from my long sleep. I feel my feet rooted into the cold tiles of the bathroom floor. My feet are engaged with the floor beneath me. My back and neck are engaged as I stand up straight in the mirror. My eyes are engaged as I gaze at my reflection. This combination of movement and stillness make my body feel weary. My body yearns for more movement and energy. I notice thoughts about how I look. I welcome them, but then I let them go. They are not serving me in this step in my activity. I bring my attention back to the activity. Next, I pick up my toothbrush and toothpaste. I see the half-empty tube of toothpaste, the bottom of the tube warped from squeezing. I see the colors of the toothbrush, fluorescent bright accents on an otherwise white brush. I see the bristles. I hear the clanking of my toothbrush holder as I take the brush out. I hear the movement of my arms and hands as I reach for the toothbrush and toothpaste. I smell the faint minty toothpaste from my previous brushings. I continue to taste my stagnant, unclean mouth. I feel the tube and brush in my hand. Now my hands and arms are engaging. I feel my body responding to the increased movement. My blood starts to flow more, and I begin to have more energy. I am mindfully aware of myself as I hold the toothpaste and toothbrush in my hands. Next, I squeeze the toothpaste onto the brush. I see the deep blue gel as it gets squeezed into the bristles. I see small minty crystals in the gel. I see the white bristles turn blue from the toothpaste. I hear a small popping sound as the toothpaste exits the tube. I smell the minty freshness of the paste. I taste the inside of my mouth, now salivating more, in anticipation of the mint flavor. I feel my fingers working hard to squeeze the toothpaste and hold the brush steady. My hands and fingers are engaged, doing the dexterous work of handling toothpaste and toothbrush. I am mindfully engaged with the step of squeezing the toothpaste onto the toothbrush. Next, I bring the brush to my mouth and run the bristles along my teeth. I see in my mirror my steady movements as I run the brush back and forth on my teeth. I see the toothpaste begin to foam. I hear the sound of the bristles as they scrape across my teeth. I hear the swishing of the mix of toothpaste and saliva inside my mouth. I smell the toothpaste's minty fragrance. I taste the mint. I feel the bristles on my teeth, gums, and tongue. I feel a clean sensation forming within my mouth. My mouth becomes engaged with this step. The steady movements of my arm and the clean feeling invigorate me. My mind is fully focused on the act of brushing the bristles along my teeth, gums, and tongue. Next, I rinse my mouth and toothbrush with water. I see the water stream from the faucet, dripping onto my toothbrush and into the sink. I hear the running water. I smell the freshness of the minty toothpaste as it mixes with the water. I taste the coolness as I swish the water around in my mouth. My mouth tastes minty. It feels cool, clean, and energized. My mouth engages further as I work to swish the water between my cheeks. I can feel my jaw supporting this motion. All of my thoughts are focused on the minty water swishing inside my mouth. I am mindfully aware of this action. I spit the water out and wipe my mouth dry. I see my newly cleaned teeth in the reflection of my mirror. I hear the silence that was just created by shutting off the faucet. I smell and taste the remnants of mint. I feel the cleanliness inside my mouth. I have just completed brushing my teeth. I observed the changing energy inside my mouth as I went through each step. I noticed how the energy in my mouth correlated with energy throughout the rest of my body. Now that I've completed brushing my teeth, I feel invigorated, clean, and refreshed. I am mindfully engaged and present in my daily routine. I am tuned in to myself. I invite you to use this script for as many activities as you would like. With time and practice, you'll notice yourself tuning into your daily activities even without following a script. Don't forget to download the written script at the link below. Leave a comment telling me about your experience with this exercise, and tune in next week where I will be guiding you in a mindful cooking and eating demonstration. See you then.